I'm just walking out of Ponteferrada, where I got to yesterday after massive rains and mud and ugly downhill stretches that were really treacherous. And a few people took taxi instead. I marched on and I eventually made it to Ponteferrada really late, around 6 o'clock after around 10 hours of walking. When it rains like that, nothing will help, even though my boots have been pretty great, but once the leather gets all wet, nothing helps. So today it's a 28-kilometer walk, and I wish the weather would get better. I'm in Villafranca del Peso, beautiful town, right on the river here, and it's going to be quite a challenging walk today, even though it finally stopped raining. I'm really happy about that, but it's supposed to be snowing up in Roncesvalles, where I'm going to. I'm about 190 something kilometers to Santiago. It's going to be a great walk. It's pretty flat for 25 kilometers, and it goes steep uphill into the snow. But it's been a wonderful day, wonderful walk. Sunset's turning out to be nice. So it's about 5:30 now, and I've been on the road since 8 something this morning. The last 5 kilometers have been pretty grueling, going uphill after 25 on up and downhill. But I'm about there in Roncesvalles, and finally we've reached the area where it snowed last night. So we went from rain yesterday to a sunny day to snow. That's the way it goes on the Camino. So you have to be prepared, clothes-wise, boot-wise, everything. I'm just leaving Roncesvalles. It's around 8 a.m. and it's snowy and icy, so hopefully it won't be too much of a bad walk today, but we'll see what it holds itself. It's only 20 kilometers today, mostly downhill, so hopefully it will go very well. We'll see. So it's day 26 of my walk to Santiago, and I'm on the final stretch. There's only 6 days, including today, left. And today I am heading from Three Castillos towards Sarria. And Sarria is the last point where you can actually get your credential certified if you start at that point. It's 113 kilometers left from there to Santiago. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful day because this is a beautiful countryside here in Galicia. Okay, it's day 26 and I'm just leaving Sarria. Sarria is one of the starting points where you can start. It's the last 113 kilometers towards Santiago. And if you start in Sarria, you can still get your credentials sealed that you have walked the Camino. So it's a very important point on the Camino to get started if you don't want to walk the whole way from Roncesvalles. It's not the prettiest town, but it's a good starting point any which way. So I'm looking forward to today's walk. Hopefully it will be less windy and less wet than yesterday. I'll let you know how it goes. Yesterday there were quite a few places where you had to walk on walls like these here to get by the water, and it wasn't easy with your backpack on shifting around and stuff. But it's really been quite treacherous at some points, and you get wet feet. You get fully wet, so it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. But thankfully it's not too cold. But it's been a good hike. It's going a bit uphill and downhill today, so it shouldn't be all too bad. Very few hikers on the road because of the bad weather and because we're close to Christmas. It started out kind of rough today because first I got on track, and then it started to rain like crazy. You can still see the rain clouds in the background. But today's 25 kilometers, windy like it was yesterday. But hopefully it will rain a bit less, but so far it hasn't been the case. I walked over 750 kilometers. There's about 40 kilometers left till Santiago. And today is a short walk from Azusa, which is behind me, towards, I forget what the next stop is. But that's what happens along the way. You always forget where you just were or where you're going to. But it's only around 20 something kilometers. And hopefully the weather will hold and it won't rain down like it did yesterday. Because yesterday it just came pouring down. And it was crazy. I've been walking for 31 days now. I'm only about 17 kilometers away from Santiago, the final destination of this leg of the walk. I just left Pedruso. This is the forest just outside of Pedruso. Next is the Santiago airport, and then is Santiago. Bit of a drizzle, but there's not supposed to be any rain, even though there's still some muck and water on the road. But it's been a good walk so far, and I look forward to the rest of it. you.